What's up, guys? Today's video is on the top 5 best camera phones in 2022. Through extensive research and testing, I've put together a list of options that'll meet the needs of different types of buyers. So, whether it's price, performance, or its particular use, we've got you covered. For more information on the products, I've included links in the description box down below, which are updated for the best prices. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Now, let's get started. We'll kick things off with Google Pixel 5a, the best value camera phone on the market in 2022. This smartphone has the same Snapdragon 765G chipset, 6GB of RAM, and 128GB of storage as Pixel 4a, along with the same cameras as its predecessor, a 12-megapixel main camera, a 16-megapixel ultra-wide camera on the back, as well as an 8-megapixel front camera. The Pixel 5a has a 6.34-inch full HD OLED screen and is rated for dust and water resistance. The fingerprint sensor mounted on the back is incredibly accurate, and the main camera is capable of a digital zoom up to 7 times, but other than that, the setting of the Pixel 5a camera is just as good as its predecessor. And thanks to Google's top-notch photo software, you can capture images even in complete darkness without much noise. The Pixel 5a has retained the crown of its predecessor as one of the most affordable phones with a great night camera on the market. An 8-megapixel selfie camera is included in the mix, which delivers pretty detailed photos for the front camera, probably thanks to Google's exemplary imaging software. The sound quality of the Pixel 5a is pretty good thanks to the stereo speakers. The top speaker is tucked into the handset, which is a barely noticeable dent above the screen. Combined with the lower speaker, the Pixel 5a can be very loud and penetrating. Google is quite proud of the Pixel 5a screen, calling it the largest ever seen on a frameless Pixel. At 6.43 inches, the Full HD OLED screen 5a is vibrant and vivid. One of the most significant improvements of the Pixel 5a is its 4 mAh battery, which has a significantly higher capacity than the previous models. Higher capacity usually means longer battery life, and this is the case here. For the listed price, you can't beat this one. Up next, we present to you the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, the best Android camera phone on the market in 2022. The Galaxy S22 Ultra is the most advanced smartphone Samsung has made so far. And if it's not enough, it's a model that unites the two most famous series of Samsung phones into one to ultimately create a high-end smartphone. The build quality is excellent, as is the impressive 6.8-inch screen, 4-camera system, and overall performance. As if that wasn't enough, the integration of the S Pen provides an additional benefit that fans of the Note series missed so much. Aside from the fact that it has an integrated S Pen, the Galaxy S22 Ultra differs from the rest of the S22 series in that it has a more complete camera system, with 2 telephoto sensors included in the mix, along with a 108-megapixel main camera. With a 6.8-inch screen, the S22 Ultra is one of the largest and heaviest non-folding phones on the market today, and without a doubt, one of the heaviest to use with one hand. As with all top Samsungs in recent years, the quality of the material and the construction are 2 aspects of the Galaxy S22 Ultra that stand out. We must also add other classic features of the best Samsung smartphones, such as the IP68 certificate, which guarantees water resistance up to 1.5 meters in depth for 30 minutes. It should save you from most accidental splashes or falls. As for the camera, we're looking at an impressive technical marvel, which has a set of sensors integrated into the device. We must also mention the significantly improved software, which raises the quality of photos to a higher level. So, there's the main Samsung sensor with 108 megapixels, an ultra-wide angle sensor with 12 megapixels, a 3x telephoto sensor, the 10-megapixel Sony IMX754, and a 10x telephoto sensor, laser autofocus sensor, and a 40-megapixel front camera. A common feature of all sensors is the ability to calculate a pleasant white balance and display colors in most scenes, even at night. Finally, the front selfie camera offers the expected level, with a high level of detail and a wide dynamic range. Good stuff. A thumbs up from here. For all you Apple fans, we especially highlight the Apple iPhone 13 Pro Max, the best Apple camera phone in 2022. With a high-resolution screen and the longest battery life of any iPhone, this model is probably the best phone in Apple's iPhone 13 line. The only difference compared to the smaller iPhone 13 Pro is, however, the size of the screen and the battery. So the Mac is worth paying more if you really give priority to those things. By the way, the device has all the new additions that the iPhone 13 Pro has, from the updated 3-lens camera system to the 120Hz ProMotion screen to the most powerful phone processor ever. And that builds on what was already so great about the iPhone 12 Pro, including a beautiful stainless steel frame, Apple Pro RAW photo support, and an amazing Dolby Vision HDR screen. There's a big upgrade to a range of rear cameras, a killer new screen with ProMotion bringing a 120Hz refresh to the iPhone for the first time, and a larger battery for longer use. Upgrading the camera is significant, even if on the surface it looks like the same triple adjustment of the camera as before. All three cameras are new. The main camera has a larger sensor and a wider aperture. The ultra-wide camera now offers a macro focus of up to an inch, plus a wider aperture, and the telephoto lens is longer at 77mm equivalent. All three also allow night shooting. Apple points out the camera can capture 50% more light. And the lenses have another trick. The ultra-wide lens can be used for macro photography with a focal length of 2 centimeters, which is the first for the iPhone. On top of all this, Apple has boosted its image processing game again with a new chip in the A15 processor that focuses on noise reduction and tone mapping and provides the next generation of Apple's excellent smart HDR processing for high contrast scenes. When it comes to video, you can record video up to 4K at 60 FPS in Dolby Vision HDR or 1080p at 240 FPS. All videos naturally benefit from the fact that the cameras let in more light, which is the main improvement in quality here. This is a quality product, and all we can do is recommend it. If you want a top quality product and you're ready to spend a few dollars more, we single out the OnePlus 10 Pro for you, also known as the best premium camera phone in 2022. This model draws attention with an exceptional photography offering, especially in X-Pan mode, which will almost make you forget normal and wide-angle modes. The 6.7-inch screen has a refresh rate of 120Hz, and so notice every frame the game generates for perfect fluidity in itself or Android animations. In terms of performance, Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 chip delivers the best hardware with 12GB of RAM and 128 or 256 GB of internal memory. OnePlus 10 Pro offers simply spectacular photos. If we're talking about hardware, the device has 3 sensors. The main sensor is the Sony IMX789 with a 48-megapixel resolution. The ultra-wide-angle sensor is the Samsung JN1 with a 50-megapixel resolution, while the telephoto sensor sports an 8-megapixel resolution. In standard shooting mode, we find access to HDR, AI mode, and fast options such as timer or aspect ratio change width and height of the same image. Finally, we can check out the Pro mode, which allows users to adjust the ISO, shutter speed, overall brightness, white balance, and manual focus. Also, video recording is at a very high level. It's capable of recording in 8K at a frame rate of 24 FPS. But what surprised most users was the 4K video recording, which goes up to 120 FPS. The usual thing is to record in 4K at 60 FPS at best, and the possibility of recording at 120 FPS is quite spectacular. As for battery autonomy, we find a 5000 mAh battery with a fast charge of 80 watts. The battery numbers are good. You won't have a problem reaching 6 o'clock, and it's charging fast as lightning. It only takes half an hour to fully charge. If you can afford this beast, we say go for it. Finally, we present the long-awaited gold medal and the title of the best overall camera phone available on the market in 2022. And the winner is Google Pixel 6 Pro. We're looking at a new leading smartphone designed as a true standard for the world of Android mobility, which wants to be the best in all segments. The device has a large 6.7-inch OLED screen in 1440p and a refresh rate of 120Hz, which is the best available today. Remember that this refresh rate allows you to display more images per second and thus provides additional visual comfort. Speaking of photos, the Pixel 6 Pro is equipped with a module consisting of a main 50-megapixel sensor, a 12-megapixel wide-angle sensor, and a third 48-megapixel telephoto sensor. Not to exaggerate, Pixel 6 Pro makes great shots, both outdoors and indoors. Whether it's contrast, light, or color management, we have nothing to complain about. The night mode is very successful. It offers readable shots that perfectly manage the lack of light. We are thrilled by the design of the Pixel 6 Pro. The product offers 3 display modes: enhanced, natural colors, and a customizable screen that juggles between the first two. Finally, the brightness of 550 CDM2 guarantees very good readability even on a sunny day. In short, we have a perfect screen here, no other words. One of Google's big bets with the Pixel 6 is on the processor. This focuses on security, but also on photo processing and battery saving, with the promise of maximum power. Overall, this product delivers premium performance at the best possible price-quality ratio. You wanted the best, you got it. Thanks for watching, and that's all for now. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Till next time, see you guys later.